There's a huge sanding job ahead to finish the barnwood floor. Charlie briefs Tim, the new crew member, on how he needs the knot holes sanded.
I want to get all this epoxy cleaned up.
Then Charlie heads down the mountain to buy more sanders.
See how this is all I want to hit it. I want to get the rough stuff out. But like right in here, I went a little deeper than I wanted to get this epoxy. If we sand too much, then it's going to look like a planed or a new piece of wood. We don't want to take it all the way down. You'll see little places like where chunks of wood stick up.
Yeah.
And if there is, we can take a little knife and cut that off and then sand everything down smooth, kind of make it transition. I try to make everything blend. You think you got that, Timmy?
Yep.
You got plenty to do till I get back.
Thank you. Put the new guy on the floor, huh?
The tallest member of the team is the one crawling on his hands and knees, kicking up a room full of dust. But when you're the low man, you do what you have to do.
So we only have 2 sanders here, of which one works. So one sander here, and we're trying to sand all this floor. Charlie's trying to blame it on me, like I borrowed it, left it at my house. Has to be my fault, so that's cool with me. Whatever, we get a break from him for a minute or two. That's the good part. I think we deserve a break, Tim.
What, 15, 20, maybe 30?
30 sounds good.
Dawson.
Yes, Tom?
What, Thomas?
We're busy.
Dude, what are you doing?
We can't do anything until the sander gets here.
I guess you're right.
Oh.
This is nice. He's gonna kill us.
I guess we better get back at it, Tim. What do you think? Think your sander's got 10 more minutes in it?
Probably.
Timmy, Tyson. Everybody gets to participate now.
Yay!
Back to plan A. Everyone's pitching in. The goal is to smooth the rough patches while still retaining the beautiful antique patina. A large floor sander could take care of the job in minutes, but that's not why Charlie is hired for these jobs.
The reason we're palm sanding is because I want to keep this beautiful texture and patina of the wood, and it's a little bit irregular. So what happens if you put a big sander on it, it cuts little high spots down and makes it look brand new. The reason they purchased this wood is this original look that says cabin all day long. This way I can get the colors that I want. So I go over it with a palm sander. When I start reaching the color I want, I lighten up. So that's why I do each individual board one at a time so I can tell what's going on. So I made you a sample.
Okay.
And you'll see there's not a big difference. But this side here is just straight polyurethane.
Mm-hmm.
And this side here, I put the sand and sealer on it first before I applied the poly.
This is kinda representative of the whole floor.
Here's what it would look like with the sand and sealer and a polyurethane.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what it looks like with just the
It's
polyurethane.
still kind of like the darker, though.
So you just want the straight polyurethane?
I think, yeah.
The sanding is complete, and the decision on the finish has been confirmed. Thomas cleans up the dust. This is a serious job. It's absolutely critical for the surface to be dust-free before any kind of finish can be applied.
We got the floor sanded. We're ready to start our finishing. But before I do, I got these white spots where I patch these knot holes. So what I do is I got a stain marker. You want it to look like a knot. Knots are not straight or irregular. I promise you, you'll never be able to go back and find these when I'm finished.
And now, the finishing touch.
And get ready for the transformation. Boom! It brings out all the color. When this is done, it's gonna knock our customers' eyeballs out. They're gonna love it. I like a brush because it forces you to get up close and personal and look at what you're doing. This will seal the wood in tight. The floor is protected. That poly definitely brings out the rich colors. Lights, darks. Contrast is in color.
Charlie and the crew have logged over 100 man-hours to get the floor done, and it's worth every minute of it.
We're finished. The floor looks beautiful. It's ready to live in. I think Bill and Lynn is going to love this. I can't wait to show it to them.